channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I am playing Roll Call. This is a game that I got from a video of Catherine Steele's, who got from Broadway.com, so I will link Catherine Steele's video and Broadway.com's channel in the description. What Roll Call is I have put up on this wall all of the roles I have played, whether in musical theater or in plays, and then my sister went through a couple of videos and found multiple questions, and I will look at those questions and I will answer with the roles on my resume. I have no idea what these questions are, because like I said, my sister went through and found them for me, so let's figure out what's gonna happen together. Disclaimer, I will probably do at least a few of these roles twice for the answers, because I am not a professional, so I have not done dozens of roles. I have played 13 different roles in shows, and there were 15 questions, so I'm at least gonna have to overlap a couple. Let's just jump right into it. List of questions, and then all the roles, and let's go. First question. The role that was most like you. Okay, so this one's pretty easy, because I'm finding this one. This is Zookeeper Zoe, and then Lou the Lemur from Madagascar Jr. I tend to create character studies for any show I'm in, and so when I have an ensemble role or a small character, I base it as much as I can off of myself. It just makes it typically easier for me to play, and it's just fun to be myself dancing and singing on stage. So I created Zookeeper Zoe to be me in an alternate reality, basically. So that is definitely that one. Okay, next question. Role with the best costumes. Ooh. Beauty and the Beast. So I was multiple things in Beauty and the Beast. I was dance captain, I was a wolf, I was a townsperson, and I was a napkin. For that show, our costumer rented the costumes from about all these gorgeous dresses from the time period, and so even though I'm not a big fan of wearing dresses, the dress I wore as a townsperson was just gorgeous. And then like my wolf stuff was fun. I had a wolf tail, and it was just always fun to have, in this cool hood, and so probably that one. Role you could do in your sleep. Oh, role I could do in my sleep. I'm gonna have to say Pink Lady from Grease. This summer I was a Pink Lady, and I worked really hard on my character for that one, creating the character, and then the dances and the songs are all just wired in my brain now. If that cast got back together, I could probably walk on stage and do the whole thing right now. Definitely this one. I loved this role, and I'm not a big fan of Grease as a show itself, but it was the most fun show to be in, like, ever. Role that changed you the most. Ooh. That's deep. That's deeper than I thought these questions were gonna get. I'm gonna have to go Maddie Martin, The 100 Dresses. It's a play that technically I'm doing right now, virtually, and by the time this video comes out on Friday the 5th, question mark, and that is the day that the show is premiering for me to see, and my family to see, and my friends to see, and I'm super scared and super excited, because this is the biggest role I've ever played in a show. I'm super proud of it, and the show itself is about the importance of recognizing bullying and how that can really hurt someone. And it was just big for me as a show, because it's the first big serious show I've done too. So a lot of firsts happening, and a lot of great learning in terms of virtual and just the lessons and the morals of the show. And so I have to say Maddie Martin. So I had lines, like, I've had no more than 6 before this show. So, role you were wrong for. That's hard, because I've had some really awesome directors and like instructors over me in all these shows, and I made the mistake of not trusting that the choices they made in terms of casting were maybe the right choice, and boy was I wrong every time. So that's hard for me to like say that they were wrong in terms of that, but ooh, what it was? If any of them, it was when I was Sergeant Tibbs at 101 Dalmatians Kids. I was also a Chihuahua for like the first act, and by act I mean the first 20 minutes. So basically there was a song called Twilight Bark when all the dogs from London would spread the message that the puppies were kidnapped. And I was a Chihuahua and then quick changed into Sergeant Tibbs in the middle of the song. But the thing is, there were 4 types of dogs: boxers, Scotties, poodles, Chihuahuas. The boxers had a little chunk, Scotties had a little chunk, poodles had a little chunk, Chihuahuas had a little chunk last. In my mind, for years since I've done this show, it would have made more sense for me to been a boxer so I could be in the bit, then go change, because when I was a Chihuahua, I had to sit on stage watching all the other dogs and then leave as the Chihuahuas were coming up to the center to do their bit. So that did not make any sense to me. So if you can picture that in your mind, that's confusing, but role I was the funniest in. Oh, okay. Probably this one. Pigpen in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. So, because it was a community theater show and a summer camp for teenagers, there's only like 6 or 7 characters in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. But what we did is my directors took a bunch of characters from the original comic strips and made them into characters for the ensemble. And then almost everyone in that show had a line or two, and I got to be really, really like sarcastically funny in a way. So basically, Charlie Brown was talking about how he hoped tomorrow would be a better day, and I came out and said, okay, let me see if I can recite the line. In some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today, and today is yesterday. If tomorrow is already today, Charlie Brown, there's no way tomorrow could possibly be a better day. And it was like one of my favorite lines I've had, because he's just so like, I was so positive and like skippy about it, and I was like, oh wait, no, technically that can't happen. He was just like Charlie Brown about it. Role you wish more people saw. Role I wish more people saw. I'm gonna duplicate for the first time. Yeah. Pink Lady and Grace. It was just, we had a really good show, and I was nervous we couldn't pull off Grease, and I didn't know if like it's just a hard show and we only had 2 weeks because it was a summer camp, but we pulled it off and it was so cool. It was a really, really good show and our cast was amazing. And I had a couple little dance moments that were really, really fun, and it was just overall, I had more stage presence than I normally had. And yeah, probably this one, it was one of my favorite shows to perform in. It was so fun. Role that was the most fun. I'm gonna try to answer in a different way from that. What was the most fun? This is one of the most fun. Featured dancer in Aladdin Jr. The thing about being a featured dancer, I never spoke, never did anything other than singing in ensemble background, but I was in so many dance numbers, and it was so, so fun to be in all those dance numbers. And it was a really great cast, and I made so many of my friends that this was like 2 years ago. A bunch of the friends I made then are now some of my best friends now, because I've continued with the company I did this with, and I just do it a lot, and I love it so much. And I loved this role, was a big starter for me into theater, and so yeah, that one. Plus I got to like wave a super cool flag, big ribbon flag that I have in my basement right now, and I felt like I was in Les Mis. So role that your family loves the most. Where is it? This one probably. Kids Choir in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was 9 years old. It was the first show I'd ever done. My mom loves Joseph. She went to every performance of that show. We had 8 performances, and she went to every one of them. Like when me and my sisters were in Wizard of Oz or Beauty and the Beast or like even maybe Aladdin. Like, she didn't go to every single performance of those, like, because she was volunteering and things, but like, she went to every show of Joseph because she loves Joseph so much. Okay. Role that you will never live down. I'm debating between two. I'll just go for both of them. Okay, Ensemble and Junie B. Jones. That show, it was super fun to be in, and it got me back into theater after taking a couple years of a break. But the music was kind of annoying, and now whenever that's brought up, it's just total laughed about because it was an interesting show. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun to be in. It was just not my favorite musical as a show. And then Beauty and the Beast. Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz, I was a beautician, a jitterbug, and a featured dancer. And those featured dancer roles were Twister Dancer and Snowflake. We had a huge costume mishap with the Snowflake costumes during Tech Week. I don't want to get too into it, but we walked out on stage and our director's face from the audience, just like observing for notes, just went. That was fun. Never gonna live that one down. Role I still sing all the time, all of them, but the most, oh wow, all of them, maybe this one, Ensemble in Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior. Okay, but it truly is all of them, but this one, especially I'm taking American history right now for my sophomore year in high school, and every time they talk about anything with the government and signing bills, I'll start singing, I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, over and over and over again. Role that scared you the most. I really don't know. I get a decent amount of stage fright before the first performance of any show I'm in. Like from opening night, I'll be so nervous until I get the first scene done. Once I'm done with the first scene, I'm fine for the rest of the run. Maybe it was Madagascar though, because I did Madagascar this summer, and before that I hadn't been in a show probably since fall 2019. I had done a show. I had been in this little holiday concert skit type thing, but other than that, I had done a real show since the fall. And it was after COVID, and it was outside, we were sweating, we had face shields on. It was nerve-wracking because I was getting a lot of anxiety from it. It was still one of my favorite shows, but it was super, super fun to be in. But like, I got really nervous before that first performance. Okay, I have 3 left. Role or roles that you want to play again. Okay, that's hard. That's really hard. I'm just gonna point out a few at this point. Featured dancer in Aladdin. I'd love to go back and redo that after the dance classes I've taken and different, like, more training I've had. I would love to go back and play a featured dancer in that show again. Maybe, yeah, probably that one. Or always the Grease one, but I've talked about that so much. Oh, this is the big one too. So those were the roles I'd like to play again. But if I could go back to any 2 weeks, probably right now, I'd go back to Beauty and the Beast tech and performance weekends, because I had so many friends and I had the best time during that tech and performances of that show. It was just so much fun to be in, and I had some just really amazing experiences, new interactions with people that were so, so fun. And I missed that show. I missed being in that show, so probably that one. Role that was most unlike you. Oof. I don't know, because a lot of these are based on me. I'm gonna go with a monkey from the Jungle Book. And that speaks for itself, because it's an animal. And I haven't talked about that one yet. Monkey number something, I can't remember. I had a line and it was either like monkey 1, 2, or 3 or something like that, but I cannot remember what it was. But that one, last question. Role that made you feel like a star. I'm just gonna have to say it. I'm just gonna do this. Talent person from Snow in the Stone. Just kidding. No, that was a terrible joke. But I felt like I had to get it in somewhere because that's the only one I hadn't mentioned yet. But Maddie Martin, it was a really big shot for me, because I actually, when I auditioned for that show, I was originally set out to do tech for it, because I love to do tech and backstage work, and it was virtual, so I know obviously it wouldn't be backstage, but I tried to do tech. When I went to sign up, they wanted all the techies to still do the audition process because they would need them for understudies, and there were so few people anyways, and they needed so few techies. Went into that, wanted to be a techie, and then I got this role, and I was shocked that I actually was able to play a big role in this show. It's been really, really insane, and I'm scared to watch it because it's virtual. It was virtual and he filmed it virtually, so I'm gonna be watching it with everyone watching it. Like, I'm just really freaked out for that, but I'm super excited because it's gonna be me on a screen in a show that's super fun and had a big impact on me. And that's it. Super exciting. And that was Roll Call. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and then hit subscribe, because that would really help me out, because I'm trying to hit a goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you hit subscribe, that'd be amazing. I really hope you enjoyed learning about all the roles I've played. It was super fun for me to think about this a little bit more. And once again, I will be putting the links to the inspirational videos down below in the description, and also you'll find all my social medias down there if you'd like to give those a follow to keep yourself updated with my life and channel. And if you have any ideas for videos, songs, dances, vlogs, challenges, whatever you want to see on this channel, comment down below. I will do my best to get it done. I'm really looking for more ideas, so definitely let me know if you have some. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!